Not everyone knows how to play an instrument. Not everyone knows how to play a note on a trumpet or strike a chord on a piano. But everyone does know how to sing. It's easy to see how sound is produced on an instrument like a piano or a trumpet, but many don't know how sound is produced by your own voice. Your voice is your own personal instrument, but how exactly does your voice make sound? Located in your throat are your vocal folds. They look like little white walls, and when someone sings a note, they vibrate against each other. If you produce a lower sound, the vocal folds vibrate at a slower rate and they look longer. If you produce a higher sound, the vocal folds vibrate at a faster rate and look smaller.
Now I'm going to show you a woman's vocal cords when she sings. Notice when she sings higher notes, her vocal folds kind of scrunch in and get smaller, and they vibrate faster. And when she sings lower notes, her vocal folds get longer and they vibrate less.
That's just only one step on how notes are produced and how they sound. Many vocal teachers have a system they teach to vocal students on how notes are made, formed, and how they resonate. This system comes in four steps: the actuator, the vibrator, the resonator, and the articulators.
Part 1, the actuator.
The actuator is the first step in the process to produce a note. The actuator deals with your diaphragm and your lungs. Before you can even sing a pitch, you have to take a breath to get enough support for the note or the sound you want to produce. This is where the lungs and the diaphragm come in. When the singer breathes in, the diaphragm is pushed down as lungs fill the air. This is how the singer gets support for a note and also how the energy and the power comes behind the note.
So I just wanted to include a visual example of what a diaphragm looks like when air is pushing down on it, just so you could get the sense of what happens when a singer takes a breath. So next I'm going to explain the type of breath singers take and how that really affects the quality and the sound of the note.
If a singer takes an extremely short breath and shallow as well, they will produce a weak sound or note. But if they take a full breath, they will produce a beautiful, rich, and supported note.
Part 2, the vibrator.
I already explained this one, but I'm going to go more into depth. As I said earlier, when someone phonates or basically produces a vocal sound, their vocal folds vibrate against each other. But men, women, and children all have different types of voices from each other. Children have the same type of vocal folds because they haven't hit puberty yet. Their vocal folds only measure about 3 millimeters when they're only a newborn. When they hit adulthood, that's where everything changes. Women's vocal folds only measure to be about 9 to 13 millimeters, while men measure to be about 15 to 16 millimeters. This is why women have higher voices and men have lower voices. This also explains why men's voices change so drastically during puberty, because their vocal folds or cords grow bigger than women's.
Part 3, the resonator.
The resonator is what allows the sound to, well, resonate. It allows the sound to have a deep, full, and supported sound. Well, that is if you are using proper vocal techniques. The resonator is what happens when the note is being produced and is being passed through the glottis and the outer nostrils and lips. The glottis is the space directly between the vocal folds. It travels through the larynx, the pharynx, the nasal, and the oral cavity, and then escapes out of the mouth to create a full and resonant acoustic sound.
Part 4. The articulators.
But it's not just up to the resonator to make the sound. To shape the sound and for the singer to convey emotion and vocal color, singers use their articulators, which are your lips and your tongue. The articulators are what shape the vowel and the language. All in all, the system is what makes the voice one of the most complicated instruments. It starts out with the actuators, who sort the energy and the breath support needed to carry and progress the note. Then it travels to the vibrators, which cause the vocal folds to vibrate against each other. This activates the resonators, which travels through the glottis and nostrils and lips. Lastly, the sound travels out and gets its shape and color through the articulators. I hope you enjoyed your little vocal lesson with me today, and have a great day.